Coach, I believe this is the 5th game you guys have played this year decided by 10 points or less, and you are 4-1 of those games. How has your team been able to find ways to win late like you did tonight?
Typically, it's come down to us being a lot better on the defensive end of the floor and rebounding. You know, we find a way to get stops late in the game in the fourth quarter when we need to. And we've been doing a pretty good job of making our free throws during those stretches, even if we're not making them throughout the game. But kind of down the stretch of games, we make our free throws when we get to the free throw line.
Coach, Faith Blackstone made her season debut, played 12 minutes. She didn't come into the game until late in the third quarter. I guess, what was the playing with her availability, and how did you think she looked in her season debut?
Well, she just got cleared this morning, medically cleared to play. So we weren't sure until late this afternoon if she actually was gonna play or not. So, you know, the plan was, you know, we would, you know, play her like any other player, you know, based on situation and circumstance. And, you know, the situation and circumstance called for her. They were playing zone. And so, you know, we know that Faith can knock down some outside shots. So we wanted to give her a chance to play against the zone.
Coach, 2 games in a row with scoring droughts of 12-plus field goals. This time in the first quarter, the second quarter. How were you able to overcome that one tonight?
I think we just tried to persevere and tried to execute through the offense. You know, we got some good looks during that stretch that didn't just go down. The thing that we have to do during those stretches is get to the free throw line to kind of break that drought, and that's something we didn't do, get to the free throw line enough during that stretch. So, you know, we'll just keep working and working on our offensive execution.
Zachara, for you, this is the 3rd straight game with double-digit scoring. You've really seemed to find your stride on the court in the sophomore season. What have you been able to do these last few games that's sort of allowed you to have this success?
Yeah, I think I've just relied on my teammates and knowing that my teammates are going to get me the ball. I think knowing that my teammates and my coaches have the confidence in me and that confidence in myself to score the ball, I think that's been the biggest thing, and just staying with that and staying consistent.
Nene, you set your 3rd career high of the season with 26 points. I guess, how have you been able to stack on these consistent performances and improve on each of them?
I just feel like the coaches have a lot of trust in me. They make sure to get me the ball. My teammates make sure to give me the ball, you know, and she always tells me to keep being aggressive, trying to get to the paint and get some free throws. And I would say that made me, that helped me be successful today.
Coach, forced 20 turnovers tonight and 25 points off of those turnovers. Was there an extra emphasis on that tonight?
Yes, absolutely. You know, we wanted to turn them over. You know, we wanted to be aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that. We had a few breakdowns where they got a couple back doors. They got loose a couple times versus the press. So we can definitely shore that up. But you know, definitely feel like, especially late in the game, we really locked in on the defensive end of the floor.
Zachara, another one of those games where you're taking big shots late. Wasn't something you had to do as much last year being a freshman, but this year you've been called upon to do that. What's going through your head in those moments, and how comfortable do you feel taking those shots like the 3 that you had late in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I think it's just that confidence that Coach Co has instilled in me. I think we have a lot of conversations and we have a lot of just check-ins, and I think that knowing that she has that confidence in me has allowed me to like change my mindset to have that confidence in myself, and also my teammates continuously pushing me, telling me to shoot those shots, and that even if I miss them, like those are good shots. So I think just that confidence between like Coach Co and my teammates, like it forces me to have that confidence too when I play. So.
Coach, for the last few games, Kayla's kind of struggled to shoot from the floor. She did have 6 assists tonight. I guess, how is she keeping up her confidence to continue running the offense even when her shots aren't falling?
Well, she's a really unselfish player, and she's a true leader for this floor, for this team, and she's a true leader on the floor. So she's really always looking to, make sure that everybody else is involved and that the offense is running efficiently and effectively. She's not worried about, her shots or anything like that. She's more worried about making sure the team is running and functioning well.
Nene, you've being one of the team's top scorers, you've taken a lot of attention from opposing defenses now. Again, that was the case tonight. How have you sort of adjusted to that? When you score 20 points every night, it attracts the defenses for sure.
I would say just when you're aggressive, people are definitely going to pack the paint. So make sure I'm always having 2 feet and, reverse. We also talked about my teammates also, chase, drift. So every time I'm cut off, like somebody cuts me off, I can, hit the drift or, hit the field. So I would say just keep being aggressive, like get the defense to just focus on me and then so I can get my teammates open looks.
Coach, you mentioned it earlier about Faith Blackstone being clear to play today, but was it always the plan to have her play late in the third, and how much should we expect to see out of her going forward?
I think moving forward, we'll see. This is the first time we've seen Faith play. So, we have to get in practice and, as she works her way back into shape and, works her way back into the flow of things, we'll take it game by game, and what her role will be on game day will, be based on what we need.